When you think of the universe, you probably picture all that breathtaking beauty, right? The stars, the nebula, all those swirling galaxies. But tonight, we're not doing that. We're going to peer into the shadows. We're going to explore the most frightening, the most mind-bending secrets the cosmos has to offer.
So we're asking a pretty simple question, but the answers, they are genuinely terrifying. We're talking about invisible forces that run the whole show, cosmic monsters that just break the laws of physics, and a chilling, deafening silence that echoes through it all. So yeah, this is a journey into the unknown.
Let's start with the stuff we can't see. Because the universe, it turns out, is completely dominated by forces and substances that are totally invisible to us. And yet, they shape every single thing we know.
Okay, take a look at this. This chart is, well, it's pretty humbling. See that tiny little 5% sliver? That's us. That's everything you've ever seen or touched or even heard of. Every star, every planet, every person. Just 5%. The other 95%? We have no idea. It's a complete mystery. So big, it might mean there are whole new laws of physics we haven't even dreamed of yet.
So first up in this mystery is something called dark matter. It doesn't give off light, it doesn't interact with anything, we can't measure it. We only know it's there because of its gravity. The best way to think about it is like a giant invisible web that holds our galaxies together. Seriously, without this cosmic glue, everything would have just flown apart billions of years ago.
And here's where it gets really unsettling. This invisible stuff isn't just out there somewhere. It's everywhere. It's in the room with you. It is passing through your body right this second. A constant, undetectable presence that is literally part of the fabric of our reality. Okay, so if dark matter is the glue holding things together, then dark energy is, well, it's the exact opposite. It's this mysterious force that's tearing everything apart. It's like an anti-gravity, a strange energy in the fabric of space itself that's pushing galaxies away from each other, making the universe expand faster and faster all the time.
So the fate of our entire universe is basically this constant tug of war between two invisible giants. You've got dark matter trying to pull everything together and build things, while dark energy is pushing it all apart, racing towards a huge, empty future. And the scariest part? We have almost no clue what either one of them really is.
All right, so we've covered the invisible. Now let's move on to the things that are very, very visible, or at least their effects are. We're talking about the real, tangible threats, the cosmic monsters lurking in the dark that can literally destroy worlds in the blink of an eye.
And of course, we have to start with the all-time classic of cosmic horror, the black hole. This is what you get when a giant star dies and collapses under its own weight, creating a single point with so much gravity that it actually breaks space and time. Nothing escapes it, not even light itself.
You ever wonder what would actually happen if you fell into one? Well, there's a word for it: spaghettification. And yeah, it's as awful as it sounds. The second you cross that point of no return, the event horizon, the gravity pulling on your feet becomes so much stronger than the gravity on your head that you just get stretched and stretched and stretched into a long, thin strand of atoms. It's a truly gruesome way to go.
But you know, black holes get all the attention. Meet their equally terrifying cousin, the neutron star. This is what's left over after a giant star goes supernova. You're left with an object that's only about the size of a city, but it has more mass than our entire sun packed inside.
To really get your head around how extreme these things are, get this. A single teaspoon of stuff from a neutron star would weigh 1 billion tons here on Earth. 1 billion. And their magnetic fields are trillions of times stronger than ours, so strong they could literally rip the atoms in your body apart from thousands of miles away.
So what happens when these cosmic monsters collide with each other? You get the single most powerful explosion in the known universe, a gamma-ray burst. These things are focused jets of pure energy that shoot out when giant stars collapse, or when two of those neutron stars smash into each other. Just imagine an explosion so bright that for a few seconds it outshines entire galaxies. Now, if one of these were to go off anywhere near us, and that beam happened to be pointed right at Earth, well, the consequences would be catastrophic. We're talking about our ozone layer getting fried instantly, the atmosphere burning away, a mass extinction event. It is without a doubt the universe's deadliest weapon.
But cosmic horror isn't always about violent explosions. You know, sometimes the most profound terror comes from what isn't there. So now we're going to turn to the existential dread of isolation, of silence, and the ultimate end of absolutely everything.
I want you to imagine a place of true nothingness. Not just the empty space between planets, but profound, absolute emptiness. These are cosmic voids. They are the largest structures in the entire universe, stretching for millions of light years with almost nothing inside them. No light, no heat, just an endless, chilling expanse of cold, dark, empty space.
There's a real chilling irony to that, isn't there? In a universe we think of as being so full of stuff, the absolute biggest things in it are defined by what's missing. It's a scale of loneliness that is it's impossible for our minds to really comprehend.
And all this cosmic loneliness, it leads to one of the most haunting questions in all of science. It's called the Fermi paradox. Think about it. Our galaxy alone could have billions of planets just like Earth. So statistically, it should be crawling with life, right? Some of it should be super advanced. But when we look out into the night sky, all we hear is silence.
The possible answers to why it's so quiet, they are deeply unsettling. Maybe advanced civilizations always end up destroying themselves. Or maybe the universe is just too dangerous, with things like gamma-ray bursts, making it impossible to travel between the stars. Or there's the simplest and maybe the scariest possibility of all. We're it. We are totally and completely alone.
And this great emptiness, well, it ultimately leads to the end of everything. Our best understanding of physics right now says the universe is heading towards something called heat death. It's not a big explosion. It's the point where all the energy has spread out so much that nothing can happen anymore. The universe just runs out of steam.
This isn't a sudden end, but a slow, inevitable fade to black. Over timescales we can barely imagine, all the stars will eventually burn out. Then, after trillions and trillions of years, even the black holes themselves will evaporate into nothing. And what's left? A universe that is cold, dark, and empty. Forever. Time itself won't even mean anything anymore.
You know, the physicist Werner Heisenberg really summed all of this up perfectly. He said, the universe is not only stranger than we imagine, it is stranger than we can imagine. We try our best to wrap our heads around these cosmic terrors, but the reality is, the universe plays by rules and on a scale that might just be forever beyond our grasp.
So after all of that, after looking into the invisible, witnessing the cosmic monsters, and confronting that great, big emptiness, I have a question for you. How does it make you feel? Does this vast, dark universe seem more terrifying now? Or does its profound and deep mystery actually fill you with a sense of awe? The answer, I think, probably says as much about us as it does about the cosmos itself.